Bullseye Heart Stud Earrings. Welcome back to another episode of hand stamped jewelry making using the Infinity Blok. I hope you enjoy this. Today, these are the materials we will be using, and I will leave a link in the captions for the Infinity Blok and the stamping blanks. So before we start right into hammering, which I love to do, I want to introduce you to this paper, this practice paper that I had created. Basically, you can use it to design or freehand and also practice lining things up. Basically, I had created this for the Custom Jewelry Expo that we held in Toronto recently. And we had a session teaching people how to hammer straight. And basically, I created these regular templates of common sizes that people hammer with. And sometimes when you're doing letters, messages, it's really nice to have them with guidelines to hammer straight. And also, this is really good for practice. For example, this is the 7mm stud, like here, and we've got the 5mm stud, like this. And basically, you want to position it and see if you like it. And in this case, I just want to demonstrate hammering a heart onto this, I guess, blank stud post that is 5mm. So this is one of the punches that I've got. Here is the heart, such. Here's a heart, like this. And what I also taught at the Custom Jewelry Expo is quite often you get these already, they have a marking for the front, but feel free to mark it on your own. And in this case, what I've done is I've marked the tip of where it is, and on the side where exactly the heart, the lines, the outer edges are. And you can do that with any marker. Or if you want, you can get something like nail polish or something on it. But basically, what I want to do today is a heart, and you see something that already has a guideline. I'm going to put that line there, and I'm going to line it up like such. And then on the side, you can look from this angle to see where it is sitting. And I think I like that actually. And then I look to the top to make sure that it is line straight like this. And I like it. And actually, you can either push down or you can hammer it. And basically, when you take it out, you can actually see the shape, the marking on the paper. Now, if you can't see it very well, you can actually brush a little bit of even blush or something, dust it, and do the imprint and see if you like that before you start hammering on this. And you can design whichever way and have that set first. That way you are saving, well, you might change your mind and you might not like the way it looks, or you might like something a little bit better. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to hammer a heart, and then afterwards maybe I will see the effect and whether or not I want to add something to it. Okay, so the Infinity Blok with the hole for my stud post. Okay, I like that. And what I like to do is, in fact, put some tape over this, like such. Let's see if you put it close up. So basically, I've got this. It's not moving around. It helps. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same thing where, in fact, I can mark where the center is. And that's a guideline, basically. Now, there are a few things you can do. In fact, I have this in PDF format, and I could actually print it on a sticker sheet. So then I can cut out and stick it right on if you want to. So that's another way of doing it. Okay, I am going to now line this up, make sure that I'm happy with it. By the way, you want something that is heavy and you just want one strike. And if it is the case that your table moves around, this actually will dampen. The sandbag actually helps dampen so that it's not bouncing back and you get a little bit of ghosting. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to line it up again. There we go. Let's see. That's the effect. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to show you a close-up. So now, look at that. You don't need to hammer before, weld, or do any of that. And it has not compromised the stud earring. And look at this. No marking at all because this is very strong tempered steel. I love it. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and then see if I like it, whether or not I want to embellish it somehow. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is not perfect. This side is a little bit thicker because I stamped it on an angle, but they look pretty good. What I can do is just move it back to where it is, lean it to that side, and there. Perfect. I fixed it. It needs to be cleaned a bit, but yeah, that's how easy it is. I don't know if I want to put something in the middle. Let me think on it. Okay, I've decided that maybe I want a little dot in the middle of the heart, center of the heart. So I am going to use this. You can use anything, but this is an old file that comes to a point. Okay, I like it. So it's got a little dot, makes it very special. Not just any heart. Okay, now the thing is, I'm going to make sure that I've got both of them. Okay, in the same spot. And the thing is, if it's not perfect, that's okay, because that is the beauty of hand stamping. It's like an oil painting versus a print. See? I like that a lot. Okay. Incidentally, I had filmed in another video how useful this kind of rubber nail buffer is, because if it is a little bit, you've been, this is a little bit soiled, or you've scratched it by accident, you can easily buff it. And if there's a scratch, you can file this down like this slightly and then polish and buff it to a lovely shine. Okay, so great. So I'm going to take a photo and see if I can get this modeled for you. And this is what the earrings look like on. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please like and subscribe. Stones and Findings is a wholesaler of premium quality chains and findings, as well as the inventor of the Infinity Blok. I'm going to leave more information below about our company, as well as the Infinity Blok and the components I've used in this video.